Gosh, what an absolutely massive play to start the game.
Is he going to get the one shot? He gets the one hit KO!
Hey there everybody, welcome back to Fight for First. This team's had a pretty decent run so far, and I kind of just want to keep using it until we run into a couple problems with it, and then see if we can't edit it from there or something. So I suspect we're going to have issues with a redirector and a Salamence. So Salamence Clefable, Salamence Moongus. That would kind of be painful. Trick Room is also kind of scary for the team, but we'll see if we can't deal with it when we get there. Okay, this looks like Tailwind Charizard, which is very popular right now. It's very popular, and what's scaring me... He's got a lot of powerhouses on this team, huh? What are you gonna lead, buddy? I'd really like to lead my Landorus, but he's got that Bisharp. But I feel like he might lead Whimsicott Charizard. I feel like that might be the case. I'm not positive though. The Whimsicott's going to go for a Tailwind, and then he's gonna have Encore. So I almost want to bring my Togekiss to match the Tailwind, and then switch out immediately. So either do that or lead Meowstic and Thunder Wave him. He might go for a Taunt. And I could charm a lot of his stuff. The Bisharp will give me problems though. Both of my supports are weak to Bisharp, which is not the greatest. Landorus, Terrakion, both doing good things here. Does it look like he has Wide Guard? I don't think any of those things learn Wide Guard. So either Rock Slide will probably do. Considering just starting Terrakion actually then. Terrakion Togekiss. Sounds pretty good to me, so I can match his Tailwind, and then I'm gonna want to switch out of that. How do we feel about Scizor here? How do we feel about our own Landorus? My own Landorus is pretty good here, and I'm thinking Kangaskhan. That gives me two things to KO his Bisharp with, two things to KO Charizard with, a way to stop that Tailwind, and a redirection in case we get into a bad situation where his Terrakion's out and wants to punch our Kangaskhan. So I think that's gonna do. It did go down to time just now, but I think it still gives me the Pokemon that I asked for, so we should be fine. Here we go. Terrakion, Whimsicott. Okay, so this is either going to be beat up Terrakion, or this is going to be Tailwind. So we're going to have to be very careful here. I kind of just want to punch it, to be honest. Or I could Rock Slide and KO the Whimsicott. But if that's the case, then he'll get the beat up. Is he gonna get the beat up off? A little sketch. I'm gonna... Is he gonna beat up? No, I'm gonna close combat the Terrakion. We're probably speed tied, and I'm not Sash, so it's a little risky, but I can't just let him do the beat up. And then I'm either gonna Tailwind, because he's gonna Rock Slide if he does the beat up. I'm either gonna Tailwind or Air Slash. I'm gonna Tailwind right here, which means I'm gonna have to switch out next turn. Okay, so he's gonna go for his own Tailwind. So at least we're matching that if we don't flinch. We go first. He's probably... Oh, he's not Sash. Okay, which means that was going to be beat up. That's why he wouldn't be running a Sash. Ooh, good little speed tie there. Kind of had to go for it and hope for the best, just because we couldn't let him just set up everything he wanted to do for free. I mean, I could have switched, I guess, maybe into Landorus. Maybe he would have punched me. If we got the Tailwind, then that would have worked. So maybe, yeah. That was one possibility, but this ended up working out. It was risky. I assume he's max speed, but yeah, I'm not going to complain if things work out. He's got that Landorus now, and he's got the Whimsicott. I'm going to switch out to my own Landorus here. And while I do that, I almost want to protect Togekiss. I think he's going to Rock Slide. And then scout for the Encore. And if he has the Encore, what priorities follow me? It's higher. So yeah, I can follow me later once my Landorus is out. But he'll just Rock Slide. So maybe I'll switch back in my Terrakion since I'm not worried about breaking my Sash. Is that about right? Let's go for a big Protect here. That's probably going to be pretty nice. Okay, so I'm not going to have to worry about getting Encored now. I'm not sure whether he thought I was going to switch, so he wanted to switch or not. I am going to come out. I'm going to get a nice Intimidate on his Landorus. Mine is Scarfed Adamant, but I mean, I doubt his is going to be able to stop me. So let's just see here. He's probably going to throw up a Rock Slide, do some minimal damage. Yeah, there's the Rock Slide. Do a little something. Yeah, not too bad. Obvious Rock Slide from my guy right here, for my Landorus, because it's going to threaten this Charizard a lot. And now, Togekiss. I mean, what are our thoughts here? Would he overheat? He's not going to Earthquake, that's for sure. He might Heat Wave, which means sending in my own Terrakion right now might not be such a bad idea. Because by keeping Togekiss alive, I can match his Tailwind later. And Togekiss isn't really redirecting anything here. It's kind of just taking Rock Slides. So I'm thinking of switching my Terrakion since I have the Lum. I'm not worried about breaking a Sash. And if I miss my Rock Slide this turn, then I can use it later to do damage. He's switching out into Whimsicott. It would have been great to Air Slash that spot, but I didn't think he was going to go for that. Maybe he's going to switch in. He's going to protect the Charizard now, Mega, and then switch in the Intimidate, I think is what he's going to do. To try to survive the Rock Slide next turn. But with two Rock Sliders out here, I think he's not going to be able to do that. Here comes the Drought. There's the Protect, so I think that's exactly what he's doing. Nice, yeah. So he's going to go in, he's going to try to switch in this Intimidate to stop me from doing a lot of damage to this Charizard. But now I have two Rock Slides on the field. The Landorus is not going to want to take that. Neither is the Charizard. The only thing I got to worry about is not getting Tailwind back up in time. He Tailwinded, he switched out, he switched in. This is the last turn of Tailwind, which means he's going to get it up a turn before me unless I switch out. But a double Rock Slide here, is it worth it to me to not get it up? He won't have Charizard on the field, so I'll have a turn to get it up without his Charizard. Well, you know, to be honest, no, I'm going to double Rock Slide. I'm going to do it. There's the switch. Okay, switching out the Charizard. I think the damage is a little bit worth it. I could have switched out the Landorus into Togekiss, but I'll do that next turn and just be one turn behind. Because as long as the Charizard's out here, it's not going to really do too much damage to me with that one Rock Slide to my Togekiss. My Rock Slide, or my Togekiss, should be fairly tanky. And this will allow me to switch out my own Intimidate. He's not going to be able to... Will he Earthquake? Would he go for that? Yeah, that's done. So, my Landorus is going to go out to my Togekiss. What do I want to do with Terrakion? I might want to just Protect and then switch in Landorus the following turn as I Tailwind. Because maybe I can trick him into locking into Earthquake since his Whimsicott wouldn't take too much damage from that. So let's try this. Here comes Togekiss. I wonder if he elected to go for a Rock Slide or not. We should be okay, at least taking damage-wise here. Shouldn't be too bad. There's his own Tailwind. Which, ideally, last turn I would have switched it instead of the Landorus. But I was slightly afraid. Oh, he's going to get the Charizard in with that U-turn. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. But the thing is now... Do you Heat Wave... Or do you Solar Beam? He's gonna Encore me, huh? Let's get up our own Tailwind. Does he Solar Beam here or does he Heat Wave? He's going to switch in the Landorus, and I don't think he's going to go for Heat Wave. I think he's going to go for Solar Beam. I still have my Kangaskhan intact too, and it should be faster than the Charizard because I am running max speed. I'm going to switch in my... Shoot. I wish I hadn't protected last turn now. Protecting last turn was a mistake with that U-turn coming onto the Togekiss slot. And he U-turned there because he knew that I was Scarfed, so he would definitely get it off. So that was a good play on his part. I do think he Solar Beams though. So let's go to Lando. I mean, I'm not going to take it amazingly, but I'm not going to get KO'd by it. So that should be fine. And if he Heat Waves, then we'll be fine too. I know I'm not getting the Intimidate I want off, but I'm going to get the Tailwind up, and I don't mind if Togekiss goes down after the Tailwind. Yeah, I'm not going to get stuck into that Encore. He went for the Heat Wave. Okay. I'm knowing that Terrakion couldn't attack if he Encored. Wow, they did a lot of damage. But that's fine. That's fine. Because I'm going to get the Terrakion in. It's going to be great. Tailwind up. It's going to be great. He switches in his Intimidate. Alright, here comes Terrakion. I wouldn't be surprised if he switches in the Intimidate right now for the Togekiss slot. I could follow me, and that way his Solar Beam can't KO me. Or is he going to switch the Charizard out for Landorus? I'm going to Air Slash the Whimsicott. I'm going to Rock Slide, because I still have the Kangaskhan. We should be fine. He switched out the Charizard. Okay, good. Good thing I didn't follow me. So this is good. This is good. This is going to do pretty alright damage. And we still got the Kangaskhan in the back. So we're in pretty decent position here. Okay, he'll use the Encore on me. That's a good play. That's a good play. That means this next turn he's going to Protect while he Rock Slides. Oh, shoot. That did so much damage. Oh, is that going to be enough? Okay, we got to get Togekiss out of here. Are you going to Earthquake right now, bro? No. Oh, if I Protect, I'm going to have to switch later. That's okay. I'll switch later. I'll Protect here, then with the idea to switch so he doesn't Encore me. Oh, he's switching out the Whimsicott. Oh, so he can get that Earthquake off. Understandable, understandable. I'm switching into this Earthquake knowing that my Kangaskhan can take it. And then I can basically Sucker Punch his Lando to make sure he can't KO me with another Earthquake. Sash on Lando would be awesome right now, but it's Lum, so... Went for Superpower, which is even better for me. And his Tailwind is out. Oh my god, this is glorious. Me setting up that Tailwind one turn later is basically now giving me this game. Let me just make sure my speed on the Kangaskhan is where it should be. Because my Kangaskhan's now going to be 300 speed. There's no way his Landorus is that fast. He can't Protect. He either has to stay in and take it, or switch to Whimsicott and lose it. So I'm going to Double Edge, and then that means Terrakion's going to get off this attack onto the Charizard. I am -1, so he might survive, but he can't KO both of my guys, so this should work. This should work. And I also have a flinch chance. He's going to withdraw, so he can recycle that Intimidate, but that means the Whimsicott's going to go down. I'm going to get this off. I mean, unless he overheats me, he's not going to KO the Kangaskhan. That's for sure. And if he overheats me, then he's going to be useless for the rest of this match, pretty much. And he's not going to be able to set a Tailwind again, and I will have that opportunity. The only thing would have been better is if Kangaskhan had been faster, so I got single target damage on the Charizard. But I definitely want to get this Whimsicott out of here. I'm willing to take whatever this Charizard's going to throw at me. Now he can't lock me into my, Encore Protect or whatever. Let's see what he goes for. I'm assuming an overheat. There it is. Onto the Kangaskhan. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough here. That thing's pretty useless. He has to lock into something with Lando, protect Terrakion, set up Togekiss. And then Rock Slide, Air Slash for the win. He cannot... I don't think he can KO the Togekiss right now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he can't. So we should be alright. Togekiss, I believe in you. Tailwind. I mean, if the only way he's going to KO me, Superpower, or he's going to have to Earthquake. If he Earthquakes, that means Togekiss is for sure getting up to Tailwind. If he Superpowers, that means I can follow me. If he Rock Slides, I mean he's stuck in a Rock Slide and can't KO Terrakion, basically for the rest of this game. So I'm okay with all that. Here comes a nice Protect. Here comes the Tailwind. He really honestly has to go for... I don't know. What is he going to do? He's going to go for the Rock Slide, which means my Terrakion's going to be pretty much okay for the rest of this match. He's just kind of hoping for the flinch here and to do damage to Togekiss. Oh, wow. That's actually going to... Is that going to be enough damage? That did a lot more damage than I thought it was going to do to my Togekiss. That should survive, though, because of that overheat earlier. And I got the Tailwind. Ooh. Ooh. He might have wanted... He would have wanted to overheat the Togekiss that turn to KO it. But then again, then it's his Scarf just trying to Rock Slide my Terrakion over and over and over again. And then his -4 Charizard. He would have needed a couple flinches there, because Charizard would go down to one more Rock Slide, and then another Rock Slide would take out the Landorus. So, could have been a little bit sketch, but I still think we were in the better position. Air Slash, Rock Slide should finish this game out, so long as I don't miss. Okay. Woo! Woo! Couple places we could probably improve there. By Tailwinding a turn later, it actually ended up working out for us in the end. So before that had happened, I would have been hesitant to say, oh, we should switch in the Togekiss a turn earlier to get the Tailwind back up. It ended up working out. Getting locked into that Tailwind by the Encore was just an oversight by me. That was just a bad play. I wasn't thinking of, I wasn't considering. Otherwise, you know, the lead where I got to punch the Terrakion really helped. That was definitely really helpful. Oh, when I hit the Landorus spot, I could have just doubled into the Charizard. I don't remember if he had protected the turn before, but we could have just gotten rid of the Charizard because Charizard was really the threat instead of the Whimsicott at that point. I was afraid of his Charizard protecting, getting up Whimsicott, then getting up a Tailwind, but if he did that, then that means I would have got the KO on the Landorus. And at that point, the Rock Slide damage, well, I don't know. I'd have to relook at it, but that could be the other thing. I could have probably double targeted the Charizard to get rid of it instead of losing my Kangaskhan to that overheat. But I figured that the lower special attack, he wouldn't be able to take out both of my things. So it worked out. We probably played that a little bit riskier than it had to be, but that's how you learn. So thanks so much, guys. Team's still doing great. Yeah, I'm so hyped. And yeah, that's it. See you guys next time, and... have a good night.